Hi everyone, this is Jason from Enhanced Detail. I just recently got a Tesla Model 3 2020 model year in December, and Tesla just released a new tray console bundle for the new updated console. This includes two trays, one for the armrest area as well as one for the front part of the center console. So I'm just going to unbox it and show you the details. So the finish has that fabric finish similar to the interior of the console. One tray is obviously deeper than the other. There's no specific markings to know which is which, but I believe, well, we'll check it out in the vehicle as to which goes in which position, but the smaller one is roughly 6.5 inches wide, 7 inches deep, and the height is just over 1.5, between 1.5 and 1 3/4. And the deeper tray is again just over 6.5 inches deep by again 6 3/4 inches wide, and the depth is just shy of 3 inches, probably 2 7/8 inches. Okay, so let's go put it in the car and check it out. So after getting to the car, it becomes more obvious which is which. The deeper tray with the slightly tapered edges or trapezoidal type shape is meant for under the armrest, as you can see here. And you just drop it in with the slightly wider end towards the front of the vehicle. It just drops in and locks in place. The one concern with this tray, with it being so deep, is it drops down below where the DC power plug is in the armrest. So if you have something plugged in order for this tray not to interfere, based upon the measurements from the protruding from the plug, the protrusion needs to be just less than 2 inches protruding from the DC plug. Otherwise, this won't drop down. It'll hit this part of the tray. Luckily, the DC connector for my dash cam that I have hooked up there clears easily. It only protrudes about 1.5 inches, but you can see if you go anything more than 2 inches, you'll end up hitting. Okay. And then the less deep tray goes in here, and this is with it pulled all the way forward. It sort of slides, but the issue is it uses fabric on the supporting edges, so you're going fabric on fabric, so it's kind of grabby, which can be a good or bad thing, meaning it's not going to easily slide on its own, but if you want to slide it, it takes a bit more force, or you have to attempt to lift it a bit to minimize the amount of friction there. But it does slide, and then pulling it back, same thing. There's a bit of a lip there that you can grab and pull it back. Now the other thing I'm just going to demonstrate is there's concerns about a USB cable. So I'm just going to plug in a USB cable if you have a controller plugged in, as the USB-C connections are on this side. So I'll just route the cable around, drop the tray in. So there is a bit of clearance above the tray. It is putting a bit more resistance on sliding the tray, but it does work. So let's try and put a bit more slack down below. There we go. And then I'll just slide it back. Yes, so it's far enough below this tray, or the depth of this tray is such that it probably clears the USB connector. I'd estimate with my finger here probably 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. So if you had something that was rather large plugged in the USB, it might interfere with sliding the tray all the way back. But if it's just a standard cable, there should be no issue. And then I'll just show the controller I have here, the fact that I could, in theory, stuff that in there, slide it back, just make sure the cable's out of the way. Probably need to get a thinner cable or something not quite as long. So it'll close. All right. So hit like, subscribe if you like the content, and send me any comments if there's anything you want to know about these trays. Talk to you later.